What's up guys, it's Deftone again, and I'm bringing you another tutorial on how to make pearlescent weapons and limescent colored weapons. Really not sure if limescent is a correct name to give it, but just to show you the colors of the guns that I'm talking about, here's the pearlescent, which is very similar to the color of the Borderlands 1 game. Now this color is typically used for mission items, and also the shield boosters that drop, during the game if you have that particular IED booster shield that they drop. So it's a type of rarity color that you can actually implement on weapons. The other one I was talking about that my friend Ghost Tap from 7 Cents found is this one right here, which is kind of like a bright yellow thing, but we're just coining the term limescent for now. I'm not sure what the official name will be called, but that's what I'm just going to call it for now. So I'm going to be showing you how to make these two type of weapons. So before we get into the main tutorial, I'm going to have to go through some rules with you when you're making these weapons, because you're gonna have to follow all of them, because this is the only way you're gonna be able to obtain those colors. So first off, you're gonna have to have the DLC, obviously, and when you're modding the weapons, you're gonna have to have either a raid weapon, a type of balance right here, as you can see from this one, or you have to have a boss weapon from the DLC. Now, the only way you can edit these weapons is if you actually have them in your bank. You can't go to new weapon and go to, down here to, let's see, SMG, Bandit, and go down to here, because it turns out to be red, which it will delete automatically, so you can't create them from scratch, unfortunately. So we'll have to go with the flow and create them within the actual editor itself when they're in your bank. So second rule is you have to have a seraphim barrel type of rarity into it. So this one has the raid boss seraphim barrel in it, so you have to have any pink rarity barrel will be fine. It all depends on the effect of the gun, though, because I know that the shotgun, the Retcher, I believe, has like the barrel effect has this particular pattern it shoots, like this slag or whatnot, something like that, corrosive, whatever element it does, and you can't add an additional element on top of that. So, I would put something else other than that particular barrel. So the third rule is the body type has to be 4 for the pearlescent and 3 for the lime. So it would have to be 4 and 3. And for the SMGs, it's a little different. If you want the pearlescent one, you have to have either the C, or you have to have A for that lime color or yellow color, whatever you want to call it. So we'll just leave this at C for now, okay? And last but not least, most importantly, you cannot add a legendary barrel into any of the accessory slots. So if you're already familiar with modding and you add, like, say if you want the conference call effect on one of these weapons, you cannot add that barrel to it because it will change the rarity of the gun. So strictly, if you want to do the pearlescent and limescent colored weapons, you cannot use legendary barrels whatsoever. So if you go by those rules, you should be fine. You can add any DLC barrels, like for instance, I always use the Orphan Maker, and I always use the Jolly Roger, barrels, because those two in combination produce lots of damage, although they do consume ammo. But it really doesn't matter if you know how to mod your ammo pool. Or you can use any regular unique weapon. You can use something that you got from a quest, or any other blue weapon. You can use that, or you can use any common weapon if you want. Just you cannot use legendary barrels whatsoever. That's the only thing you can't do that will change the colors. So now that we got those out of the way, we'll go to the tutorial. So I'm going to do, first off, I'm going to do the assault rifle first. So if you've already seen the advanced tutorial I made for hybrid weapons, Jacobs is always the best damage output, so I'm going to change this to Jacobs. And I'm going to change the body type to 4 because that's the one we need for the pearl color. For the grip, I'm going to leave that the same. From the barrel, I'm going to change this. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it the same because of that. There's no special effect to that weapon, so I'm going to leave that the same. And for the sight, what I'm going to do is I want to add a damage multiplier. So I'm going to take the Orphan Maker and put it in here. Stock, I'm going to leave the same because I don't want my weapon looking funny with no stock on it. Elemental, now this is where you can get creative. You can add a particular effect on the gun you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find something. I believe one that's pretty good here. Gosh, what was that? Like Triquerta, I think it's the shotgun. See the Jacob shotgun. Oops. Jacob shotgun with the Triquerta actually gives you more projectiles, and it gives like some sort of when you shoot the gun, it shoots like a triangle pattern. So we go down to, I'm sorry, going down the barrel. Copy that and paste it into elemental. So that will, not only will that give me more projectiles, it would also give me the special effect of shooting. Whenever I shoot the bullets, it's going to be in a triangle type pattern. So for the accessory, I'm going to add the Jolly Roger because that gives it more projectiles. And I'm going to add it one more time. Now I'm going to note on this, if you already don't know, on the base stats of the Orphan Maker, the Orphan Maker gives the gun an 850% weapon damage bonus. Now that's not saying it's going to give you 850% and stack it. It's 850% based on the base weapon damage. So it will make the gun really powerful. Also, the fire rate will increase, but it does consume ammo, as well as the Jolly Roger. The Jolly Roger gives it the projectiles, a little bit of a damage boost. Not huge, but it also gives you the projectiles, which is similar to like the shotgun Torg barrel. For the material, I'm gonna do, sorry, I'm totally lost here. It's been a long day. Anyways, I'm gonna try and find the gearbox. See which one it is. There you go. A gearbox. Go down to the material. That way I get my gearbox looking skin on it. And I'm just going to leave this as none for the prefix. So I got my Seraphim title there. So now that I got that one modded, I'm going to go down to the second one, which is the SMG. So as you can see, it's just a regular Bandit SMG. I'm going to leave the type alone and the manufacturer alone because I want the extra clip size. Now for the body type, leave that the same because that will give it the pearl quality of it. For the grip, you want to leave that the same. For the sight, I'm going to change this to I'm just going to use the same type of material I was using before. And stock, I'm going to leave the same because I don't want my gun to look funky. For the elemental, I'm going to go for let's see if there's something. So I'm trying to figure out which type I want to use for the elemental. I'm not sure what the fermenting's edge is, so I'm just going to use it for fun. As you see, I'm using unique parts. I'm not using legendary parts, so that was part of the rules I was talking about. And for the accessory, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to increase the damage more. Put another orphan maker in there. And I'm going to add the triquerta. And for the material, I'm going to use that I think the Minecraft. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Minecraft one. I'll change that to none. So if you wanted to change this instead of a pearlescent weapon, you would have to change this, like I said, to A. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. That way I can show you both weapons with different colors in game. So now that I got that done, I'm going to save this character and go inside the game and show you what the weapons look like. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back in game, and unfortunately the barrel that I used for the SMG really sucked because it totally negated the triquerta effect that I had on it. Whatever barrel I used, Fermenting's Edge or whatever, yeah, I don't like that barrel because it totally canceled out the one, the other ones that I put in there, so that's why it's got a ×4. Nonetheless, I mean, there's the rarity color that I was talking about, and that's the material that I put on it from the blockhead shotgun, the Minecraft one. And also here's the pearlescent one that I created with the triquerta, the actual elemental effect on it. So these both have that effect on it. Don't know why. I don't know what the Fermenting's Edge is. I've actually never gotten that gun. but I'll show you both of them. I'll shoot both of them for you so you can take a look at yourself. I think the gearbox skin out of all is my favorite. I don't know, it's just because it's a gearbox weapon look to it, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so
Get a new shield.
here's the assault rifle.
Jack may be dead, but we're not that. Not by a long shot.
I hear you. What you?
I think I already called dibs on the vault.
It's not too bad. I mean, the damage definitely can be better with this assault rifle. I mean, SMG, but nonetheless, you can mess around with whatever unique barrels you want for the elementals and come up with some pretty cool effects. But yeah, note to self, don't use Frementing's Edge ever again. It was a pretty shitty barrel. But yeah, that's the basic tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you understand it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask on the forums or post on the YouTube comments. I will do my best to answer them. And yeah, so enjoy and happy modding.